Hello everybody, it's me, the Real Local Maniac. I'm back again with another game review. Now as you can see, today I'll be playing How to Be a Complete Bastard on the ZX Spectrum. Now the game was published by Verison in 1987, as you can see there, but it was actually done by Sentient software. Now I believe this game was actually based on one of Adrien Edmonson's books, and it's one amazing game. I even love this little tune that's playing there. It's absolutely fantastic, really sort of jolly, makes you want to sort of have a few beers and play this game. I'm off the beers, but I'll tell you a little bit more about that as the video goes on. So yeah, you've got your typical controls there. I normally go for the Sinclair. Now it's got two screens there, and let me quickly tell you what these two screens do. Now the object of the game is I don't know whether you've been invited or whether you've just crashed this party, and basically the whole idea of the game is you've got to be a complete total bastard. You've got to fill up your complete bastard meter at the bottom, and every time you do something bastardly it turns yellow. Now I've never been a complete bastard in this game. I have in real life at parties, but in this game so far I've just been com, just the first three letters, the C, the O and the M. So yeah, you've got the two screens there, and it's all about exploring your environment in this game. You know, there's always something you can find, so you can go through all the coats. You might not see the coats on the top screen, so you end up... Look, I just stabbed someone with a pen, so that's the first bastard thing I've got there. Now there's loads more things like that. Now like I said, sometimes you can't find something on one screen, so you just play around with the keyboard, numbers 1 and 2, and that changes what the screen looks like. Now, I did throw the umbrella there, and the reason why I did that was because if you open it, the umbrella sort of, because it's unlucky, it turns you into a refrigerator. And it's just a little bit more difficult to control, going through doors, you know, getting for a certain object. Now, the reason why this game is so amazing to me, it was really way ahead of its time. It basically feels like a sandbox environment within the house. And it's just like every crazy thing that you've wanted to do in a real life party, you can actually do in this game. And it is so much fun. Just little things that you can do, like there's makeup. You know, you explore someone's room, what are you going to do with the makeup? Eat it, or wear it, you know, just anything like that. But one of the most fantastic touches in this game was, and like again, it was way ahead of its time, even before Metal Gear Solid. And some of you guys will probably know what I'm talking about. Now, in one of the rooms, I don't know where it is, there's a computer. Now, I think the options are if you pick it up, you can either smash it, take it, or press reset. Now, if you unfortunately press reset back in the days, that would have driven you insane. That would have driven you insane, because the game actually did reset back to the sort of the Spectrum menu, and that really annoyed the heck out of me back in the days, because a Spectrum game used to sort of take between about, what, 5 to 8 minutes to load, and you were getting so far into the game, and then you press reset, and the computer actually reset, and I was like, damn. But I can really appreciate, you know, how good that is as a touch, and it's way ahead of its time, way before the whole Metal Gear Solid swap controller sort of thing. It's absolutely one of the best moments in a game ever. You know, it's absolutely amazing, this game. I do love the adult humour and the childlike humour you've got in this game as well. It just gives you the abilities just to do all these stupid things like itching powder. You can eat it, but you know what? I'm going to pop the itching powder down one of these women's back. I've already used the sneezing powder on one of them, but just to be a knobhead, I am going to put itching powder down someone. Oh man, I can relate to this game. Honestly guys, never invite me to a house party, because I'm the guy that ends up getting really drunk, who gets louder for the more beers he has, ends up throwing up somewhere and talks crap to the wall. Yeah, that's me. Talking about, I'm on a sidetrack here. Last week it was my birthday, it was my 34th, yay! Ended up going out with a bunch of friends, ended up getting completely drunk in this German pub. They didn't do normal pints, it was Steiners, or whatever they're called, so those big 2-pint glasses. Ended up drinking loads of those. Woohoo! Look at that, just scared everyone by dressing up as a ghost there. And my god, was I hungover, and my god, did I talk crap that night. I was destroyed. Now, I don't know why I'm mentioning that. Maybe it's just because of this game here. You've got the drunken meter on the far left, you've got the smellometer. in real life, I think that night, my birthday, my drunken meter was really high, and my smello meter must have been high as well. Now, back to the game. You've got the wee-o-meter and you've got the fart-o-meter. Now, there's loads of different things you can do to help you along. Now, look, what can you do with that? You can throw the pills. What a waste. I didn't want to actually take them in case I killed myself. Medicine, I'm going to throw it just in case it does make me feel ill. Laxative, I'm going to eat them. And look at my fart-o-meter. It's at the max there, so I've done really well there. And it's just so much fun, this game. It is like a sandbox environment. It's all about exploring the house, trying to sort of combine different things. It is so much fun. Now, guys, I will be uploading loads more video here on the site. And then at some point, later on, way later on, I'll upload them to YouTube. But I will upload all my videos on the site first, and then about a month later upload them to YouTube. Now, guys, speaking about YouTube, I am back on YouTube. I did say, 2 months ago that I was never going to be back, but you know what? I started uploading stuff on the site for a bit of fun, ended up doing quite a few videos, and I thought, you know what? I've got these videos, why not just share it with everyone? It's all about fun and games. I'm not going to stress out about uploading too many or having to do a video at a certain time. It's when I do them, I'll do them. Like I said, it's a little hobby, and I have missed YouTube. Right, let's talk about the other little touchies that this game's got. Then one of the other things I actually remember is now you've got the two screens there. If I remember rightly, if you got the 3D glasses that you find somewhere, what actually happens is the top screen turns red and the bottom one turns blue, giving the sort of like effect like you're wearing a 3D glasses. It's kind of cool the way they've done that. So many beautiful little touches in this particular game. Yeah, I'm just drinking a cup of tea while making this video. I've given up on the booze, I have. Absolutely. Never drinking again. This is going to be the year where I'm going to be absolutely healthy. Right, so what have we got there? I've got a dirty mag and a comedy book. I'm not going to read the comedy book or the dirty mag because I know one of them, apparently your little character there, you end up reading it the whole night and time flies by. It's probably the dirty magazine, and time flies by, the party ends, it's game over. And I don't want the game to be over just yet. I just want to try and find all these things that I've mentioned previously about this game. But I don't know, guys, if this game was actually out on the Amstrad or Commodore 64. I actually only ever played this on the ZX Spectrum. And the other question I wanted to find out, guys, was this game out on the Amiga? Because if it was out on the Amiga, I'd love to play that. If any of it you have played it on the Amiga, or if it isn't, or please let me know. I'd really appreciate it. Right, since this game's about some guy in a house, that just made me think, guys. Please feel free to comment on the video. What you thought about it. When you played it, or if you haven't played it, and what you think of it now. But the other thing you can do as well is, have you ever been to a party, a house party, got extremely drunk and made a right tit of yourself? Because I know I have. So why not share your stories with us? That would be really funny. And yeah, it would make me feel better, make me feel like I'm not the only one who gets drunk and makes an ass of himself. Right, so I'm waffling on again. There's nothing in those bins. I mean, sometimes it is kind of hard to see what's going on the screen, so it is just a matter about experimenting, with the key buttons, number 1 and number 2, so you can find out exactly where you've got to go. I think everything's drawn really, really nice in this game. There was a Young Ones game as well on the 8-bit computers. I don't remember it being actually any good. I used to love this game as a little kid. I mean, some of the humour was way over my head back in the days when I used to play this, but nowadays I just really appreciate all the hard work what the program has actually put into this. There's loads of hilarious stuff in there. Like there, I should have put my ghost blanket thing on there to scare them. Ah well. The other thing is, guys, I'd like to find out if any of you guys have actually ever finished this game and what actually happens. You probably end up getting like a little bit of text Can I actually stab anyone with these shears? I'm not too sure. Yeah, so guys, I will be uploading loads more videos, Spectrum videos, 8-Bit Wars, Sega vs Nintendo 8-Bit Wars, 16-Bit Wars, WTFs, fantastic games. I'll be playing games on the Sega Master System, 8-Bit Nintendo, and all that other stuff. Okay guys, I'm going to call it a day. I just killed myself there like I nearly did on real life the other day. I'm the Real Local Maniac, and I shall see you next time. Goodbye.